Welcome to this Blackpool Music School video all about a little bit of music theory. No, please don't turn off. You will find the information in this video very useful indeed. If you've seen the previous two, we were using this major chord scale sheet to work out what chords were in a certain key. In this video, I'm going to teach you the Nashville number system. So, let's get started. To cover the basics first, you will notice you need to know the key you're in and the degrees of the scale going that way. So your root is the key you're in, so in this case C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, the octave. Again, that's your Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do scale, okay? So I'm going to cover now the basics of the Nashville number system. Now, you may have your chord sheets written out with the name of the chord above where you're playing. So it could be like C, F, G, A minor. It doesn't really matter. But what I need to remember is the first, the fourth and the fifth in this case. So in Nashville number system, this is what you get on your sheet. 1, 1, 4, 5. So that's the chord, that's the key of the song you're in. So in C, C, F, G. So if I move that away, you can see there the first is C, the fourth is F, and the fifth is G. So we bring that back in. C, C, F, G. Now you might be saying, why don't you just write C, C, F, G? Well, we do it for this reason. Let's say you sing it in C, you the person watching this video, but you're joined by somebody in stage who can only sing it in G. Well, your chords are all out of whack, really. But you look there, G, first, fourth, fifth, like I had written down. First, fourth, fifth. And that's all you do. The 1 becomes the key you're in, and the fourth note along and the fifth note along, they're the chords you play. So in the case of C, it will be C, F and G. Case of G, G, C and D, 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 G and A, because we know that the first is the key we're in, and it's the fourth note along for the major chord and the fifth note along for the major chord. So with one chord sheet, as long as you've memorised this, you only need one chord sheet to play a song, because someone will say to you, I sing it in A, D and E, because A, D and E, that's the first, the root, that's the root of the key we're in, the root, the key you're in, the root note, D and E, the fourth and fifth along. So that's how the Nashville number systems work. You may see them written like that. 1, 1, 4, 5. Now that roughly means these lines are bars. 1 bar of C, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of F, 1 bar of G. Again, if you were in D, 1 bar of D, 1 bar of D, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of A. If we're in the key of G, it will be 1 bar of G, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of D. And that's how the Nashville number system works. The chord sequence I just made up is just a made up chord sequence. I will show you one now that you've probably played plenty of times. It is the 1, 6, 4, 5, okay? 1, 6, 4, 5. So it's the first, the sixth note, the fourth note and the fifth note, okay? So, in the key of C, first is that, sixth is that, fourth is that, fifth is that. So, it's C major, A minor, F major, G major or G7. Because if you notice, the first, the sixth, the fourth and the fifth are there. The first, the sixth, the fourth and the fifth. And it's 1 bar of each. This is called the 1950s, 60s ballad chord progression. It's in all those great songs. You've probably heard it more times than you realise. In fact, it's still used today for certain types of songs. Once you hear it, you don't forget it. So it's the first, sixth, fourth, fifth. So in the key of C, that will be C, A minor, F, G. If somebody said to you, I can only sing it in G, it would be G, E minor, C, D. And that's roughly how the Nashville number systems work. They will use numbers, them numbers, about this line up here. This line here. So them numbers relate to that. So the first is always the key you're in. So if you say we're in A, it would be A. A major, F sharp minor, D major, E major. And that's roughly how the Nashville number system works. All you need to know is the key you're in and work out the notes going along. Like I said in the previous video, the first is always major, the fourth and the fifth are always major, the second, the third and the sixth nearly always minor, and the seventh is a diminished. The fifth note in the scale you're in can either be played G major or G7. If you're in the key of D, it would be A major or E7 and so on down there. So the 1 is always the key you're in, and then the numbers respond to this scale going along here, these numbers. There are always exceptions to the rule. We have used our number system, but some people may use Roman numerals. So in this case, it's 1, 6, 4, 5 in Roman numerals. So on the sheet music, it may not have numbers that we normally use. It may have Roman numerals. But again, it doesn't matter because the numbers still reply to them. Because we've got a 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5. And that's all there is. So just be aware, Roman numerals. There really aren't that many to learn because we only have 8 notes. And the 8th one is an octave. So there's really only 7 of these to memorise. I will put them on the screen, what they refer to, at some point during this video at this moment now. But roughly, so 1 is 1, 6, 4, 5. Doesn't matter whether it's in our traditional numbers or Roman numerals. The numbers just apply to these here. So you need to know the scale key, the key of the song you're in. Please forgive me, first day with a new mouth. And this is the notes going along. So your root is always the key you're in. F, B flat, whatever. Okay, so that's how the Nashville number system works. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music School for more videos. The more thumbs up we get and the more subscribers we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, goodbye.